What's up, folks? How is everybody? I'm here on time-ish. Looks like a lot of people were here on time tonight. Look at that. Linda Worth, Silver Creeks Aquatics. I don't know what it takes to get on Silver Creek's like love list, you know what I mean? I know that it's long, you know what I mean? But that dude like comes through and tells me to keep up the good work and that he loves me and like that's freaking like great stuff. It's super encouraging. So I know I'm not the only one that gets that, but man, it is handy. I want to be like that in other people's lives. So welcome everybody. Yeah, don't forget that like says the core works. Linda Worth in here early, just chilling, waiting for a stream. So Mark Sterlson's here. Good day to you, sir. George RB3, always a good time, sir. Thank you for being here. Glad that you're on the mend, back out of the hospital, buddy. I saw that. I saw that live you did from the hospital room, and I was like, "Oh, George, mm, you got to do what all the doctors and nurses say and stuff, and try to get them to let you go home." But I had my appendix out when I was in the third grade. I recommend being in the third grade. I recommend it being Christmas break, Texas Children's Hospital. That's the way to go. Sunny G is here. Welcome, Sunny. First class fish. Always good to see you, sir. Surf City cichlids in here. Wow. That one got me. That one got me. Surf City cichlids. Oh no, George. Yeah, man. That's no good. Mine didn't spill, so I got mine taken out. So and I was young, so like I like bounced back. I was like not feeling good and then felt a lot better. But glad you're getting through it, George. So I was with the Noski. Good to see you. I was hanging out with Melvin, Legacy Riders. He's uh he's doing good things. And I asked him what tank he wanted to see, and he said 75. So here we go, man. I think they recognize that the camera's in front of them, and I've been in front of them like quite a few times. So I think they're ready to eat. But they get agitated and splash. So I'll get up there and do that in a second. Hello, Empire of Dirt. It is good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So this is my largest tank. It's a 75 gallon, complete with a sponge filter, and I believe I'm running a Penguin something or another as well. I was going to clean this tank. I didn't. Still have all my water changes to do this evening and start work tomorrow. So even with a week off, I managed to put off water changes till the last minute, as usual. So we'll do it. It'll be fun. I'll be hanging out with June when I get all that started. But first, I get to enjoy the fish room, hang out with you guys. So always a good time. Let me go where there's some light. Bum, bum, bum. There we are in the fish room. I did stuff, some stuff, not much stuff. I cleaned 3 tanks and have them in the floor. 4 tanks. That's what I've done. And people are waiting for food. Let me show you what I'm looking at. There we go. Just waiting. Just looking at me. They are ready. What up, Kenny? Am I going to see you at the Aquashella, bro? Or do I have to wait all the way until the clash? I am good, Mr. Kenny. How the heck are you? Hey, Adele's here, everybody. Hi, Adele. Oh, you won't be at either this year. Oh, well, maybe next year, bud. Hopefully, you do get to some fish events in your area and stuff like that, Kenny. You need to be out amongst the people doing the good work. But I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change water in my new local Austin shirt tonight. I don't know whether you guys know who that guy is, but he's all right. He's all right. Back to the main event. Yeah, Coro, that's not a bad idea. Oh, that's sweet of you, Adele. Coming up, man, 45 minutes. It'll be my birthday here in the ATX, April 11th. I think it's also, hold on while my form goes across the screen again. There we go. As you can see, I've been working on my belly, been feeding it. Made blackened steak bites on cheesy potatoes with cream, the Parmesan cream gravy. It was too rich, really. To be fair, I should be eating that all the time. Needless to say, I made 4 meals for work, so I should be eating good over the weekend. Yeah, that's true, Adele. How does my birthday look over there? Does it look good? I mean, I'm working, but I can make that my excuse to do anything I want for the rest of the month. Just like, oh, I worked on my birthday, so I'm not doing that today. What up, car? Coming through? Heck yeah, Cora. Just keep looking. Agreed, Mark. Took me a really long time to learn that. Not too hot, nice and sunny. All right, man, I'll take it. That sounds like a beautiful day. Hello, Stephen P. Will I be seeing you at the Aqua Shadow? Car, letting everybody in the chat here know what's up. Good to see you. Think he's throwing the peace sign. Kalish, you're right on time. Okay, Stephen. I'll share some shots with you what I see and hear out at the Aquashella. Blanket hello to the Mexicali. Get to work, buddy. Get to work. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, drinking the San Antonio blend of coffee this evening and watching the fish. There's a never end of the excitement here in the goldfish tank. I took all the plants out and they had blackbeard algae all over them. And I left them in a bucket for a week. No change there. Then I scrubbed them and rinsed them, and then I poured hydrogen peroxide all over them in the empty bucket, and now it's dried, and now there's like white crud like all over the plants. So I think I'll let them stay dried out, and then I'll scrub them and see if they're worthy to go back in the tank. I think they should be. I think I'm in the middle of the process and I haven't been diligent about it by any means. So that's on me. Heck yeah. That sounds good, Mark. Woo! We got to cheer on the good news and we'll take any good news that we can get, man. Big Steve up in here. That is very good news, ABC. I hope that they get back to you. That's pretty awesome. Um, and anything that you're allowed to share about that job, I would be excited to learn about. You know what I mean? That's big stuff. I'm excited for you, bro. Best of luck to Kenny. That's awesome. So duckweed or spirulina flake? What should the goldfish get to eat tonight? First response wins. Linda Wirt coming in with the duckweed. ABC coming in just before that with the duckweed. Spyro Duck Flake says Cora works. Right on. I'll try to get some of the crispy stuff towards the edge. But yeah, I'll gather that and put it in the tank in just a second. Got to refill my coffee cup and gather the duckweed. Sorry, my camera's lagging out so hard. First class fish. Get you some duckweed, sir. All right, fill the cup. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Sonny G, I would have to say that the hardiest goldfish to keep is your comet or your common goldfish because their bodies aren't bent up. But some of your goldfish, I mean, like if they make it through the culling process, they should be a fairly solid fish. And like everything, it's going to depend on where you source them from. Um, but yeah, those ranchos are cute. So yeah, Phineas is the darkest colored fish, and he started as a feeder goldfish that had a lot of coloration on him from the jump. Uh, he had a lot of green on him, uh, so that kind of separated him out from the rest of the group. And yeah, I kept him and quickly went on a fish journey instead of aquaponics. Still haven't done aquaponics. Have a garage full of fish tanks and a heat pump in there. So yeah, I'm a little whimsical for sure. All right, let me set this down for a second. Let me see if I can get some duckweed going. Oh look, there's plenty of it. It's everywhere. All right, guys, almost done collecting. All right, here we go. Let's get those spangles going. Since my canister filter quit and I switched it up and started doing since I started doing the hang on the back, the duckweed gets pushed under from the return, and yeah, it looks like a parade in the tank. Keeps the duckweed rolling. Trying to find something to wipe my hand off on now. Yeah. My rosy barbs have been eating all the duckweed in the tank, so I can move duckweed over there as well. There's another group that enjoys it. So yeah, let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, they're doing it. They're on that duckweed, folks. Flavius Flav, like an ancient Roman emperor, an ancient Roman rapper. Yeah, I've been seeing I don't know whether it's one person or whether it's several people, and some of them are just copying, but I've been hearing a lot of medieval uh, riffs on famous rap songs and stuff like that, and then it's like not Snoop Doggy Dogg, it's like Snoop Hound or something like that. I can't remember, but I've been watching a lot of that, and I've seen like a lot of them, and yeah, I have saved a bunch on Instagram. I have like a lot of music that I want to put shorts to on the old Instagram. Yeah, I haven't kept any of the fancy goldfish, but from what I understand, they have issues with bloat, and there's a body dysmorphia there that they're bred for, and I think that a decent percentage. I mean, it depends on the line, but like a decent percentage of the fish are not viable because of different abnormalities of fins and stuff like that. So the ones that make it to market are the best. You know what I mean? Do it. True. Yeah, there's a higher call rate in the angelfish. I bet. Yeah, these three goldfish are very special to me, and they're not anything special. You know what I mean? But they're special to me. You know what I mean? And like they're great. Every time I think about trying to do something else with the tank and move them out to a pond or something like that, I just miss their faces. So I'm kind of stuck with my 75 in the living room being a goldfish tank. Hello, Eekers, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so it's back to the grind for me. That is the main topic of the show. See, we're learning stuff. I love it. Oh, I knew where I was coming next, and my coffee is sitting right here. It's true. And I'm here to tell you it doesn't matter whether it's the most common fish in the hobby. It doesn't have to be something super rare. You know what I mean? Like just like every fish is different. Choo choo choo. They're like little cows. So I'm thinking about putting a bunch of male, like the purple Moscow males, putting them all in that thinner 10-gallon that will fit inside the television stand. And it's not very deep. So I'm thinking that I can just leave the back open and uh, set up some sort of like an old television style background, like in the background, and like kind of like have a stage. So then uh, the male guppies are all swarming around like the glitter, like on a static screen. And then there's some sort of like a stage set up behind it, so you're looking through, and the fish are swimming in front of like some sort of television theme background, and I could put another light behind it. Eekers, get to work. Yeah, Koro, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, something like that. I was also thinking about the Looney Tunes, like Merry Melodies, like background that looks like a stage. I want to say it's red, something like that. Yeah, exactly. So you kind of like look through you look through some val that's on the sides on the left and right, and maybe like an Anubias plant a couple rocks or something like that, and then just have those guppies swirling about. I think that would be I think that is my current plan. It involves a tank I already have. I've got all sorts of lights and things like that from different lids and stuff like that. Maybe I can do that without having to buy like a light or anything like that. That would be fun. Oh, I did manage to get rid of like a bunch of trash that I wanted to get out of the fish room. It had already been sorted and needed to go away, but had a neighbor that was going to the resource center and they like break everything down for like recycling and stuff like that, like metal, plastic, hard plastic, like all sorts of different stuff. So she took that off my hands. That was nice. 'Cause yeah, no, it's nice. Like my wife got in there and did a bunch of organizing again and trying to not get in there and just make a mess. Put things away when I'm done with them, things like that. Makes a big difference. Because if you go around and feed all your different fish in your fish room and stuff like that and use different foods, if you don't stop and put it all away, you just you can make quite a mess just with food. Sorry, guys. I think I just got hypnotized by my own fish. There's the link for anybody that wants to join. Maybe you've got a tank you want to share. Maybe you have something you want to talk about. You know, I'm here. Ideas. Hello, Nathan Hovey. Welcome. We're watching goldfish eat duckweed. Nathan, I wanted to tell you yesterday the my salt and pepper quarries have uprooted all of the plants. So when it's feeding time, I can see them all really well because all the plants floating on the surface. So I was able to count them, and there's 9 in there, and I had 4 when I moved them into that tank. So I've got that one albino, and all the rest are longfin uh, salt and peppers. That is the background I put on it, Nathan, and it is cloth we bought off of Amazon, and it was just about as tall as the tank. and then it was like a roll. And I've got some more of it still. I want to do some curtains on either side of the 20-gallon aquarium so that it's all framed in, and then all of the wires and food and stuff like that can go behind the curtain. But yeah, it's just fabric that I placed up there with double-sided tape along the top. Yeah, it does. It looks really good and it's really whimsical. And it works with a lot of the colors that I have in my living room as well. I don't have a lot of orange or gold, but that blue is used, that dark brown is used. Yeah, it did. It turned out really well. Uh, I enjoy I enjoy putting colors together and stuff like that. I think I might be a little bit colorblind. I have trouble with taupe. To me, it looks brown. To my wife, it looks gray, and it's just really weird. But I can like discern like a lot of shades and stuff like that. So even if my color scheme is off in some way, I can make things match. Like my wife redid our bathroom, and I had a fancy frame that I bought uh, for a non-fancy price, of course. It was just like one of those like come pick it up, and I gave somebody like $15. But I took the picture out of it, and my wife painted the whole frame white, and the bathroom's green. It's pretty cool looking. I'll show it to you. Coral work. Don't even get me started, bro. I'm gonna get in trouble. So yeah. Let's do this. So this is the shower curtain in the bathroom, and the bathroom's been painted green. We already lost a knob off of here, but the so we just painted a fancy picture frame white, put it over the existing mirror, and put some plant-like uh, contact paper down. It's pretty good. But the frame came out really, really nice, and I'm really, really happy with it. Got a new faucet. This faucet didn't have a drain for the longest time. But yeah, man, whimsical, cool. Yeah, Mark, we were kind of doing a Victorian kind of whimsical. The shower curtain like reminds me of like a fairy garden or something. It's pretty wild. I was looking at something. Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted this. So yeah, this is the fabric, and it's like a canvas type material. But as you can see, it cuts pretty well. And I got another piece over here. But yeah, man, like I was real excited to buy that. And like I said, it wasn't too expensive either. And I like a background that could come off real easy when you want to change it. You know what I mean? I think that that's important. But yeah, if just the purple guys were in there, just the males, I think it would work out nice. So this is the tank. It's like a 10. Hold on, let me set this down for a second. Hmm. So that's the way it looks right now inside there. So I'd obviously have to put it on a pedestal to get it up there, but it would definitely fit over the television screen in the front. And like I said, it gives me, there you go, gives me this much room in the background to put another background up, put something to block out the light, and put light on it or light down here in the bottom, shining upwards and stuff like that. So from this side, be looking at an old television with the spangles in the front and then some sort of a background that forces perspective and makes it look deeper than it actually is in the back. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this television is a freaking trip. It's got a record player in the bottom of it, which is wild. And then I gotta put that piece back in. And I have the other knob put over there. I haven't even gotten a chance to see it yet, Mark. I did see some of him like walking around the house before they had put anything in it. but he said he was putting the last tank in place earlier tonight, was it? Yeah, because that was I'm just a legacy by stream. Yeah, I mean me too, but I mean like it's been haphazard for him as well. Just having to move everything again and stuff like that. So he's got, but I mean, like I was tuning in, I would tune in at different times and like it was a truck loaded up. I remember seeing lots of rain, you know what I mean? So can't wait for him to get that fish room all set up so we can just watch him run around half dressed, cleaning tanks. You know, if I was doing a background that was just like that was just like that, I could put like fancy wrapping. I could put fancy wrapping paper as the background. Linda Worth. I sure do, Mark. So so Linda's already been thinking about shopping for Christmas, so that's great. I mean, in a perfect world, first class fish, they wouldn't have to choose. You know what I mean? That is true, Mark, and I'm sure that it's harder for you than it is for me. All of the normal wrapping paper is usually pretty thick if it's got a nice pattern on it. Yeah, that's true, Mark. I was saying that you have it easier than me, but I'm also on a night schedule over here, so I always have plenty to catch up on. That's for sure. When I was looking into it, Coro, some of that stuff was costly, like more costly, and we went with tension rods, and we were gonna do it that way. And then if you're getting into the tank or something like that, you can just take the whole tension rod out. Basically, it's ease of use getting it in and out, and you could just take it off while you're doing maintenance and then put it back. But if you were gonna do, like, an entire fish room or something like that, the fabric could be expensive per yard, but if you're just doing the tops of the tanks and stuff like that, it would not be that much. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree first, with Linda, that is a good idea, first class fish. Right? But I was just thinking it would be cool to do, like, a shadow box type thing behind the fish tank in the television set, and then I can change it up for different holidays and whatnot. Still have to figure out where it's gonna go in the fish room. So I want a shot of Phineas coming up to the surface, like, full on showing his white jaw and fat belly to the camera, and I want to, like, make a Jaws shirt, but I have yet to get that photo of Phineas. I have no idea where we're going with this, but I'm here for it. That's awesome. No, yeah, I guess. Phineas is the darkest red fish in the tank. He is the first fish in my adventure in my fish room. Now, Mr. Sucky, I don't know whether it has to do with the rain or the eclipse, but he has been moving around a lot more this week, just cruising around. It might be the addition of 4 mystery snails to the tank. Um, 2 of them were, clasped together, and one of them looked like they were missing the trap door, um, from the back of their foot, and that one died, like, within a few days of me moving it to the new tank, but I think it was, like, a breeding injury or something like that, because the other snail it was clasped with also had a big scrape on its shell from the other shell, so I don't know what happened there, but, they have, pushed them around with their nose and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any aggression towards the snails from anybody in the tank. So I think the mystery snails can do all right in here. And of course, they immediately laid eggs. I just removed um, from the tank when I moved them over there. Yeah, man, Ian's here. He was on his way to work and made it. Yeah, so you're thinking 3 plus, Nathan. Hey, man, you're gonna meet that guy eventually. I mean, who knows? Like, stranger things have happened, buddy. Just keep going to fish events and meeting fish people. You know what I mean? Like, that's how those relationships go. Yeah, man. Maybe with the hormones kicking in, or maybe with maybe the mystery snails like leave a trail or something like that. So he's more active now. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Can be. You're gonna want some decent filtration to like keep that water clean. And yeah, man, water changes. But if you have them in an appropriate size tank, like frequent water changes should be more than like once a week, I would think, should be nice. That is true. It would be a good excuse to build a large plywood tank. Oh, Nathan, that sucks, bud. Sounds like they didn't make the transition. You know what I mean? Like, that's very stressful for a fish to be moved to a new environment and stuff like that. And that sucks. But, now you still have a puffer, you know what I mean? Like, and you got the bug. A lot of commiseration here in the chat. That's good. We're here to support each other, lift each other up. Yeah, first class fish. Those macroalgae tanks, man, they look so cool. Um, Closest thing I have to that is I have a Sasquatch tank that is doing well in a lot of places. So that actually makes me really happy because that is like a really cool moss to me. And I've actually got a bunch of Java moss that's doing really well in the tank. So I'm looking forward to doing something interesting with these new tanks that I've got that I'm going to set up. I have not seen a blue hypnea. I don't even know what that is. That sounds good though. It's true blue. Grows wild in the Keys, I guess. All right. So if it's growing in the Keys, it makes me feel like it's a saltwater thing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, take that take that moment and look around and figure out what happened. True that, Sonny. Yeah, I've broken down a bunch of the tanks that have leaked and stuff like that. I've just got the glass. I'm gonna cut lids one of these years. Micronesia to Singapore. It's found mainly over hard bottoms, brightly illuminated intertidal or shallow subtidal zones. For anyone interested, the excellent watercolors aquarium galley podcast. It's awesome channel, but the newest episode was on macroalgae. They do mostly freshwater though. That's awesome, man. The Watercolors Aquarium Gallery podcast. I feel like I have listened to an episode or two of that back in the day when I just couldn't get enough fish content, back in that knowledge absorbing stage. Uh, I went through all of Corey and Joel Fish Talk, was it? I think. Anyway, they have all of those on Aquarium Co-op, and I listened to almost all of those. Just kept listening to them. I remember listening to them with headphones on, and I was pulling nails out of boards, and I was breaking down a couple pallets that I had picked up somewhere. Chris's Aqua Zone, welcome, buddy. Real fish talk. That's right. Yeah, I love those too, Linda. Like, I mean, like, and there were so many of them that, you can put those on in the background and I don't know, man, like, do whatever it is you do while you piddle around your house. I've been doing too much just laying around, but I've been like that for a while. So we'll take some baby steps. It is getting to the better time of the year. Might be able to meet up and play some disc golf early in the morning before I go to bed on the weekend, or yeah, I might have to miss a couple of Justin streams on Sunday morning and go play disc golf instead. Sonny G, you got a lot of discs, man. That's awesome, dude. It really is a great way to enjoy the outdoors. That's mostly what I do. I don't have the arm or the consistency to compete in any way, but I have a good time with them. And yeah, it's freaking hill country out here. Those spaces like just require the metal chain nets and a concrete pad for a driving box or whatever. It's so great. And you just walk around in nature. Yeah, I believe I only stopped keeping up with them because I wasn't listening to podcasts anymore. I just got onto YouTube, and there's enough live streams and stuff to keep up with and videos to watch that I just like got out of listening to podcasts. But I'd like to get back into it because it's kind of nice to just have something buzzing in the ear. when I'm at work. It was an experience. I enjoyed it very, very much. We were able to see between the clouds quite a bit. And yeah, it was yeah, with the clouds and everything when it got dark in the path of totality, it was sky was real spooky looking, man. I was like, that's awesome. And I was able to do it from my backyard. So I didn't go anywhere. I didn't drive anywhere. I didn't try to get out from underneath the clouds. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt like I was rewarded sufficiently for the lack of effort that I put in. What up, George RB3? Hey, 1 minute to June. Could somebody please drop a link? I'd appreciate it. No way, man. I support everybody here, and yeah, we've got a nice little progression going with Gina's Reef, then me, then June, and then there's plenty of prime time before that. So I feel like Wednesdays has been good. Uh, as far as there's multiple streams going, or at least one stream going like all the time. So I love everyone. Feed your fish, love your fish, be kind to one another. Have a great night. I'll see you in June stream.